What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Matt Branch, and today I might have just the most valuable video I've ever put out on this channel. So a lot of the agents on my team, I'm in the life insurance industry, and they're wondering how the heck am I generating 100 leads within 3 weeks? Just for some context, about 10 leads cost $1,000. So 100 leads costs around $10,000. And so people are wondering, how the heck are you doing it? If you want to swing the camera around right now, this is what the calendar's been looking like. Each one of these calls are direct bookings into my calendar, which is absolutely absurd and unheard of in our industry. So what I wanted to do is really take a dive into how I'm producing this many leads, not just bad quality leads either. These are highly qualified leads, ready to buy, very interested in what we have to do. And this doesn't just work for life insurance. This works for anyone who's looking to grow their social media following on TikTok and generate organic leads. This is going to be an amazing video, and I can't wait to bring you along for the journey on how I'm doing this step by step. If you do enjoy it or you find value, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I care more about people's situations than I think sometimes they care about themselves. That's just my personality. I have high energy and I'm ready to rock all the time. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go. All right, before we get into it, I gotta shout out this guy. This is gonna be my cameraman slash sidekick, I guess. But Owen's gonna be helping out, record videos. But I also wanted to just say, Owen, how many hours do I spend in front of my desk talking to clients right now to this date? Like, you're around me the most, so between my phone and checking emails.
Well, like,
am I booked? Am I booked solid? You're
booked.
Looking at the calendar right now.
You're booked solid. On a day-to-day basis, I try to hang out with you every day.
He can't.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing? In a call. Work. So
constantly. I'm just saying, man, like, if you're hanging out with friends and you have time to hang out with friends, good on you. But after watching this video, I promise you, you will not have time to hang out with friends, and they're going to have to come record content because people are going to ask you, how the heck are you booking this many calls? So this might not happen overnight for you guys, because I've literally been making, like, let's like throw a screenshot right now of Owen and I, or a video clip of Owen and I. I was literally like 14 years old, still making content. I've been doing this for the longest time. So if you're older and watching this, understand that this doesn't come overnight, but if you stay consistent, it will 100% happen. It only takes one video. Thank goodness the TikTok algorithm is giving. You can make really not the highest quality videos, and you can get really promoted in front of the right people, especially if you use our strategies with the right hashtags, with the right lighting. You don't have to have a high quality camera. What are we recording this on? An iPhone. You don't have to have the highest quality stuff. Talk about your credibility in terms of growing TikToks.
My TikTok, all my recordings were on my phone. Yeah. Clips from me or clips from my buddies. I grew a following up to 115,000 on TikTok.
With how many likes?
About 3.6 million. It's obviously gone down over time. I got ghost banned. So
we'll talk about being ghost banned and all that and how to avoid that. But really, I think rule number one, proper hashtags, and rule number two, consistency.
And time.
Posting
on times on the proper days.
Right. So making sure you're posting at times your followers are the most engaged, and we're going to show you exactly where to check that in the algorithm for sure. But yeah, let's just get this rolling. This video is going to be spread out between a couple of days, and it's going to come to you within 8 to 12 minutes. So it's a brand new day. We're in the car. We're discussing what is the best value right now for the person who's just starting out, getting started, generating organic TikTok leads. Now, I was going to talk about how to download the app, but I'll just leave the link. I'll make a separate video, how to get your account set up, how to make it most efficient when someone's looking at your account. Rule number one, when starting TikTok, it does not matter about quality. It does to a certain extent, but it's not the most important thing. Would you agree?
Yes.
So finding your voice, being personable, and finding what works for you is number one. You won't know what works for you until you just start posting. So get your first 10 videos out there and actually target a niche. Like, who are you looking for? And be specific. So for me, business owners, real estate investors, and entrepreneurs. Those are who I'm trying to target.
So what Matt was just saying, to add on to that, when you're trying to target a specific audience, you want to use proper hashtags. So when you're targeting like business and entrepreneurs, you want to use like hashtag business or hashtag e-com.
If you're going to be targeting those specific people, don't be putting random hashtags, and use the same hashtags over and over again once you found your groove and once you started to gain traction. For example, infinite banking was one of the things that blew up my TikTok. So if that worked, why would I switch hashtags? I might add on to it. So Infinite Banking Canada, Infinite Banking Coach, Infinite Banking Policy. You start adding on to your hashtags that have been working for you. And don't put random hashtags, because how the algorithm works is actually, so if you say to the algorithm, hashtag infinite banking, it's gonna put it out to people who are interested in infinite banking. Now, if the video is totally off topic, it's not going to align your viewers to the right algorithm. Like, so for example, if it was infinite banking and then how to cook chicken, what would happen? Well, it's going to put your algorithm in front of the wrong, it's going to put your video in front of the wrong people.
It's going to make it's going to make your audience go all over the place,
right?
And not
and
set
that's
to
why
one song.
from the get-go, you have to make sure your hashtags align with the audience that you're trying to target. So knowing your audience, knowing who you want to target is vitally important, especially when just starting off. One of the best ways I found traction in TikTok and on my videos is actually talking about personal experiences. People want to know if things work in your own eyes. Never try to relate to people by talking about certain topics that you can't even relate to. Make sure you have actual expertise. So for example, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sales reps talking about things they actually have experience doing, but a lot of people on the app unfortunately don't even do what they say to clients to do. For example, when you walk into the bank, they'll set you up a product that they don't even consider using themselves. Something that really boosts my TikToks is the ability to talk from a place of experience rather than just speculation. Right, that's good though. That's really good. So gold, silver, but
yeah, exactly. I follow Ray Dalio pretty closely.
Ray Dalio too. Ray Dalio. Yep. Definitely can, maybe this Saturday if that's cool with you. We won't go too advanced into numbers there. I'll bring you a couple pieces of paper that you can just take a look at, and I'll bring my laptop, and then we'll just let the conversation flow.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. In-person meeting booked. I just randomly called that guy. He was like, oh, this is really cool. I'm in. I'm like, okay, can you call now? I called him. Business owner. Really good lead. Just from total passive organic lead strategy. So very cool. And Owen came at the same time. So it's hilarious that I'm like, yeah, I don't have meetings today. And I'm like, wait, I don't have meetings today. What do I do? Boom, lead. Never not booked. It's hilarious. Bro, literally just got done one phone call. This guy just texted me. He's like, can we do an in-person meeting next week sometime? Like, literally, I can't run away from these people, even if I wanted to. But I'm going to be in Florida, so no. All right, guys, so you could tell that we're pretty booked up. We're going to go for a nice little cruise, talk about rule number 2, and we'll go from there.
Your head is in the cloud. You're not going to be millionaire.
Why are you meditating?
Dreamer.
It's impossible to succeed.
Give up. Weirdo.
Look at your face. You are
So rule number 2 is retention. Make sure you're retaining your audience properly. Positive news and positivity on TikTok is great, but you know what really gets the audience going? Negativity. Specifically, what really helps me with my videos is when I'm talking about a negative topic. For example, high interest rates, business owners' problems, solving wealthy people's problems. When you're first starting off a video, the first 2 seconds matter probably the most because it engages the audience. Talk about the negatives. Talk about what's wrong with the world. Something I always like to say about negativity is that it compounds. Positivity is kind of just a one and done thing. Oh, yay, great. This is my uncle. But it really doesn't make you think more than that. So really focus on the negatives. Let's just talk about being ghost banned. So there's something called ghost ban. It's not like an actual term. It's something that people have made up in the community. And it's doing things that TikTok doesn't like they'll basically stop promoting your video. And we don't want that to happen. So some things like commenting really bad comments, like negative comments. You don't want to be doing that. The reason why is because obviously TikTok won't want to, produce people's what?
Let's pull in here and then continue this conversation and walk.
I can't get in there.
You can't?
No.
What do you mean you can't get in there?
My car's too low, brother.
You can get in there. You got out of the casino, bro. That's a parking lot. You should be able to... Look at... You can't get in there.
It's not good. Owen, have you been there?
Yes, I have.
And what are your strategies? What are you thinking? What got you in that position to get ghost banned?
Probably the algorithm that I fell down. I probably used improper hashtags and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Posting on wrong times.
wrong times. But ghost banned, I think, really comes down to something that I know for a fact is, let's say if you posted 10 videos and they didn't do good. If you go and delete all those videos right away, 100%, you're going to get ghost banned.
Yeah.
Now, there's always a chance that you don't, but I'm just saying, statistically, people who just delete videos that they don't like or don't perform well will just all of a sudden stop getting the views that they want. Let's just say if you had 50,000 views on one video and you post a dud, people sometimes will just delete that dud. Don't be deleting duds. Post everything. Record everything. Don't care too much about quality. Don't care too much about the media inside your content. Really, it's all about persistence, posting a lot of videos, posting about yourself. You will blow up. And then we can use that to start building a base to start growing. Oh, well, I guess they won't be able to hear it because the mics are on.
They'll be able to hear it. Gonna scare all the deer away.
Forgot about that.
The next day.
We're back, and it's another day. We're in the lab. With that said, what are some topics? How do we come up with topics? We got them here. We're going to read them off. Look at this. I put effort into this. Actually, shout out my boy Jackson. He did all this. I'm just here to give it to you guys. Give you the content you're looking for. We got far past. So wisdom from your personal experience connected to your product and core offering. Do it by showing the story with the scar. Recent past. Do stuff. Talk about what you did that provided value or helped your clients learn. So you can do video testimonials with your client after explaining what you do. We got present. Write down ideas at the exact time they come to us. Literally pause mid-meeting and write them down if needed. Create videos right after doing something with the client when the thoughts and emotions are still fresh. I myself love doing that. You could probably tell in my videos, like I will get done a client call. If they had a question right there and then, I'm going to answer that question on a TikTok because how much value I think it could provide others. Either way, I don't really focus on this because what happens if there's no trends at the moment or if you're a very specific niche, but finding trends, it's a little bit more difficult if you're in the financial service industry or you're trying to sell high-ticket items unless you're a drop shipper. Specifically sales reps, I don't think you should focus just on trending topics. Going back to what I said before, make sure to talk about negatives. For example, right now, high interest rates, people losing their homes, doing all that, Those are trends, and I would suggest every sales rep, specifically in cash flow management or even mortgage brokers, mortgage agents, focus on what people are talking about because that's how you can capture your audience on the TikTok platform. Reveal a problem. In the first 3 seconds, reveal a problem. You're paying way too much money to the banks. Follow up with a video. Solve a reoccurring problem. That's another one. Solving problems. Solve people's problems and specifically solve rich people's problems like I talked about in the video before. What is this? Jackson, what are you doing, man? No, I'm just kidding.
Bro. This is still about TikTok, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Your first 3 to 4 seconds of the beginning of your clip needs to grab your viewer's attention. So you want like a good hook.
Starting your first video, you might be wondering, okay, how do I start my first video? Don't overthink it. Have two or three different hooks that you use. So let's say if that video becomes a dud, the one that you post with a hook that you thought would perform better, well, now you can repost the same video, just put a different hook on it and just re-edit it. I'm going to show you right now on the screen how to save your TikTok before you post it without a watermark. I'll show you exactly how. This is how you do it right here in front of Owen. You're getting cut out currently. That's how you do it. And you literally save it, create multiple hooks before you even post it.
Even if you're not just on TikTok, having a good hook for your first 5 seconds on any other platform is good.
Get in touch with creators in your industry that are doing more than you or have more credibility than you do. A lot of the times these creators have business emails. Connect with them on those business emails, collaborate with them. And when you're shown on people who have a lot more credibility on TikTok than you do, that gives you instant credibility because you're in the room with the people doing more than you. And that's something that I'm going to be focusing on in 2024 is getting in the room with people with 1 million followers, people with 100,000 followers. That's actually the strategy that I'm going to run with my YouTube channel.
You can put yourself in a room with me. I have over 100,000 followers.
But he's ghost, man.